Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy. Happy Turd Day. Today's a Turd Festival, just like last Saturday. We're looking at a big group, a festival of turds. So, I was contacted this week by a gentleman I've done business with before. He reached out to me for a church several years ago. They needed a mower. He's the cheapest one that I had. So I sold him this self-propelled Craftsman with the tape on it. So that worked for a while. Then somebody donated this Lawn Boy all-wheel drive, and I fixed it, gave it back to them. They used it. So then he contacted me this week. He said, hey, I need my mower serviced. I think it was just a standard plastic Troy built 21-inch. So I serviced it for him. He says, if you can deliver the Troy built, I got a few mowers for you, a couple from the church, and then I have a couple that I think he got them on his street. So I got two from the church. This was one from the street. I've been working on it. He said this one here, he had put a little gas in it and it started up. So we'll discuss this. Started, installed. And so then he gave me these other two Pulsar Primes. This is a Weed Eater 4.5. I have one just like it that's already ready to go and rehabbed. This is a 22-inch. And a Murray, same engine, 4.5 with a 20-inch Pulsar Prime. So these both look complete. So these should be good money makers on this. These two, and then the little baby 20. So I'm not sure what the deal is with this Lawn Boy. You didn't really say. They said they bought a new mower right out of the box. So maybe I'll be servicing that one in the future. So this one here, I've already had confidence in it that I painted the overhead valve. It's got an E3 plug, painted the block. Engine oil looked fine. I'll show you the gas that came out of it. It was pretty rough. It's got pretty good looking oil. I put the wheels to the bottom hole, which gives me the highest deck. When I'm working on these baby 20s, I always take the chute off, because when I turn them over, the chute's always making it unstable. So I also sanded it. Had a bunch of flaky paint. So what I'm going to do after we try starting it is OSFO this, and then tomorrow I'm going to paint up this area down here. I sanded all that flaky stuff, so that's going to be OSFO'd and painted. Same thing here. This machine must have been outside. It's kind of faded on the paint. That needs to be OSFO'd and touched up. So this came in with no filter. The center cartridge had a lot of dirt in it and green syrup. So I'll show you the gas that came out of the tank. If you can see it, it's about half filled with gas and the other half on the bottom is contaminated water. So this thing was a disaster. That ethanol fuel ended up wrinkling up the gasket for the center cartridge, and the needle, float needle, was all corroded and crumbly. I had to get another one. I ended up buying some kits. Here, let me show you. I got them nearby. Just get me a Mountain Dew and a Krispy Kreme. I'll show you the kits. I got 5 kits for these plastic carbies, and luckily I had them, and today I ended up putting them to good use. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think I got 5 of these kits, so I stole the rubber gasket. There's a small gasket in here for that center cartridge, and then I stole the needle. So I got a kit of 5 of these things out of China. So maybe some of these gaskets I'll never need. I never need this red one. This is the bowl gasket. So this must be for the auto choke system. There's a brass jet in the kit. Oh, yesterday I used one of the float pins out of this kit because somebody had stuck a piece of wire. They must have dropped this in the grass, and they had a piece of wire there. So I rectified that. So what else? I guess we can mess with the recoil. The recoil is the straight pawl. These aren't very dependable, but there's no wear here on the pawl, so I'm gonna use it. MTD 300E. Says it's a 2013 1.3. So I'll put the MTD number down below for you. So I sold 2 of these. Sales are finally starting to pick up. Middle of this week, like Tuesday, Wednesday, one each day. I got 130 for one and 140 for the other. I had them both listed for 140. Guy wanted 10 off, so I did it for him. So maybe my season is starting. So Scrapper that delivers contacted me Thursday and said, hey, do you want 12 mowers? And I says, well, do you want me to look at them first? He said they were at somebody's house. Or are you going to take them anyway? He says, no, I'm going to take them anyway. I can bring them by and you can look at them and see if you want them all or none. So he brought 2 trips. He bought on the first trip 5, and I gave $60 for the first 5 because a couple of them were missing carburetors, and a couple of them were kind of old and beat up, self-propelled. So maybe I can show you those at some point. So it's been like a week-long Turd festival. He brought me these at the beginning of the week. He said he couldn't get this lawn boy to start. Went through the carb, had a heck of a time. He thought maybe it was compression or no compression. He gave me another engine with it, Kohler. So I gave him 20 bucks, 10 and 10. So I haven't looked at that 20-incher yet. Maybe it needs a valve adjustment or stuck valve, or it might be shot. Okay. So, oh, I have a filter. I got a filter and a cover. And then I got to fuel it. So I'm pretty confident in this thing. The other underside wasn't worn out. It was kind of rusty. But you saw it was half water and half gasolina. Okay. Let me grab my jug. And I'll give you guys a hug. So we're into the long weekend. What are you guys doing? Who's cooking barbecue? Want barbecue pulled pork with beans, okra, and some collard greens. Who's gonna do it? Okay, that's plenty to get it going. So I'll move this up onto the concrete. Otherwise, it's going to be a sandblast storm. I'm not going to put the guard on it because I still have to OSFO it, so I don't want to keep taking that on and off. I'll let it sit overnight and grab my shaker can of red paint and go to work. Okay. Okay, that was a one pull Annie. I've got to change the blade out. Blade is it's not balanced, and it showed some wear on the lift of the blade. So I'll throw another one on. This is a Turo blade. The leading edge was flat, and the lift back here was all sandblasted, like on this Turo recycler blade. So I'll put another 20-inch blade on that and send it out. So it seems like the cheapest mowers I have, the 140s, I increased the price on the baby 20s. People are looking at those more than the Toro recyclers with bags, which are more money. So maybe I'm going to be stuck with a bunch of Toro recyclers with bags. Who knows? So that's my turd fair for today. Happens every Saturday. We're going to have Turd Festival or Turd Fair. You guys continue to have a good day, good weekend. Thanks for coming out. Tip your waitress and wait staff. If you want to email me, Tommy.time@Yahoo. If you got any questions, concerns, complaints, criticisms, adios, amigos.